And that's why Governor Glenn Youngkin says he is line item vetoing dozens of entries in the state budget to remove $900 million from the $3.2 billion surplus that lawmakers had to work with this past session, adding he didn't think it all needed to be spent with the uncertainty. He says nearly $700 million of the vetoes apply to 10 capital projects, mostly in higher education.
All of them are in a position where they're not in construction, that in fact this delay really will not interrupt the overall process of building them. And it does preserve for the General Assembly to come back and utilize different tools in order to fund them, one of which could be bonding in January.
Youngkin says the other items included projects he felt weren't ready for prime time, had other funding sources, or already had some funding secured.
I suggested to everyone, let's use the funds that are there first, and then come back in January and ask for more.
The governor's actions here are really more akin to behaving like a CEO or a candidate instead of as a governor.
Senate Majority Leader Scott Surville criticized the vetoes and Youngkin's approach, saying the governor didn't talk with budget leadership in the GA during session to reach a compromise, adding some of the items vetoed were Youngkin's proposals originally. Surville says he's at least glad the governor is talking about the risk the Trump administration poses to Virginia's economy, but says that capital projects and infrastructure are ways to stimulate it.
And this is exactly the wrong kind of spending to be cutting. So it's sort of baffling to me as to why the governor is rejecting things he proposed and rejecting this kind of spending.
Now, today is also the deadline for the governor to take action on bills that he made changes to but were rejected by lawmakers, and whether to accept them as written or veto them. These include things like social media restrictions for teens, automated license plate readers, and junk fees. The governor said that he will be vetoing some but accepting others, but didn't get into specifics. In Richmond, Kevin Thompson, CBS 6 News.